Hi there. In this video, we're going to look at data entry using the Recall Overview template. Now, we're not trying to get everything you might want to do in one template. There's far too much. But we recognize that a lot of the time, it's the same sort of data you're entering day in, day out for annual reviews and monitoring. And so we've built this section here to try and make it quick and easy to do that. Now, the system's also a bit more intelligent in working out whether it's needed or not. So if, for example, this patient's ethnicity had been recorded previously, it would be grayed out because we don't need to keep on asking that. Smoking status is grayed out here because if I look here, I can see the patient's just recently told us that they don't smoke. So there's no need to ask that again. If they'd not told us recently, or if they told us they do smoke, it would still be available because then you might want to discuss that. Similarly with alcohol, you can see they've already told us the units per week, so that's grayed out. You've got kind of options on the right here to launch more specific templates that go into more depth. That might be useful on occasion, but hopefully most of the time you've got enough here. Similarly with urine samples, there's two options. One is to say we've sent the sample off, i.e. we're waiting for it to come back, or we've asked them to provide a sample. For blood pressure, we've got this kind of mini view here. This was suggested from a nurse, actually, who was pointing out how often it's helpful to understand what their target is. And it's also useful to see when it was last taken and if it's above or below target. So, for example, if the patient on this questionnaire had submitted their BP, it might say latest home BP because it's done at home. And it might say either below target and display it or above. And you can see here what the target is to be below 140/90 for clinic, 135/85. For home, that's home beat readings. That's either an average home or a one-off home reading. You can enter readings here. If you've got our pathology module and you're using the BP part of it, when you save that, it can ping up and work out kind of what next steps might be if the BP isn't well controlled. That's covered elsewhere. Won't go into that right now. A few other quick bits that you might find useful depending upon your practice and what you want to do. If you record a BMI, then it will also give you the options to give the patient information about signposting. Bottom section here, this is really where we're linking to more detailed templates for like ECGs or wellbeing reviews or particular reviews. These are configured to reflect how your practice works. Most of the time, most practices use Arden's templates, which are really good. Some of you have your own or other ones, and we can configure those buttons to work differently for different practices. So if it's not quite triggering the right template for you, give us a shout and we can sort that. Finally, on this page, we've got these two options: annual review started, annual review completed. These are useful for the system to know that the patient's started or completed their review, but the system doesn't completely rely upon it. So if, for example, you ticked annual review completed, but actually you hadn't done a COPD review, then the system will account for that. And in fact, I can probably show you that now. Yeah, so the patient's got other reviews outstanding. Please arrange follow-up or complete now. Now, even if you didn't do anything with this, the system will flag that and potentially send further invites. Obviously, as much as possible, we'd rather avoid that and either just get it booked, or it might be that you can complete it, you just forgot to add a code on. Depending on whether we can text the patient, there can be the option to do that. For now, at least, I'm just going to record that I've asked the patient to book, i.e. I might have said to them, on your way out, please go to reception and book the next stage of your annual review. Hope that helps. If there's stuff that's missing or extra things or things you're not quite sure where to record them, do let us know. We're not trying to get everything in here, but hopefully the key things that you're using all the time are available for you. Thanks.